Hello everybody and welcome to Take Your Education Beyond the Basics, Part 2 classes. This is a series that's made of 8 classes that will be covered over the course of 8 weeks. And this series is designed for those who already have and use oils. And we'll go beyond the basics to learn more deeply about various essential oils and how to use them. Class 1, it's building a foundation of essential oils, basically a knowledge of essential oils. And we're going to be talking about understanding how to use your essential oils. So let's start with that. And we have 2 categories of oil usage based on application method and skin sensitivity. We have already talked about application method before, but let me refresh that knowledge. So essential oils can be used aromatically, and that stands for the letter A. You can diffuse them in your diffuser, inhale from your hands, or straight from the bottle, or so use other diffusers around your body or your car, house, whatever you would like to use the diffuser. Essential oils can be also used topically, and that stands for the letter T. You can apply it into the bottom of your feet, your hair, skin. You would like to also remember to keep it out of your orifices, so out of your eyes, ears, and nose and other orifices too. The third application method can be used internally, in your water, under your tongue, or if you don't like the taste of oils, like me, in the veggie cup. The second category of oil usage is organized by skin sensitivity. And the first group can be used topically with no dilution, straight from the bottle, and that corresponds to the letter N. Second are the oils that are recommended to be diluted for young or sensitive skin, and that represents by the letter S. The third group is recommended to be diluted at all times, and that corresponds with the letter D. Of course, you would like to dilute your oils with carrier oil, other oil, rather than water. Every doTERRA essential oils has, it's also labeled for type of application. So it's easier for us to know how to use those oils by just picking the bottle and looking at the back of it. So straight on the bottle, there is an information for type of use. Certain oils have labels that have supplemented facts on it, like here. And if you were buying products in the grocery store, and those oils are recommended for internal use. The other oils have a list of ingredients, and those are recommended for aromatic or topical use only. So summarizing, there are oils labeled for types of use. Skin sensitivity is primary of safety issue. Keep out of eyes, ears, and ear canals and nose and other orifices too. We also have a quick reference chart that will be available in Facebook group in files to download for you. That chart basically gives you a little bit more information about usage of oil, every oil. So it has every oil and the method of application. For instance, arbovitae, which is the first on list, it says it could be used aromatically and topically. Also, it's safe to use neat on the skin, straight from the bottle. Looking at an example of dilution ratios for hot, spicy oils, and those are the ones that you want to always dilute. You see that those ratios are pretty high. For instance, for oregano, the recommended ratio is 7 drops of carrier oil to 1 drop of oregano oil. And as always, applying hotter oils and any oils at the bottom of the feet is the safest area, and that would be always the first choice before applying anything anywhere else. When neutralizing an effect from essential oil, it is important to know what not to do and what to do. Essential oils are not neutralized by water. So do not use water when you want to get rid of if you put too much oil, if you want to get rid of it, do not use water. In fact, water often opens pores and forces the essential oil deep into the epidermal layers or eyes. Carrier oils are used to neutralize essential oils. doTERRA offers fractionated coconut oil or FCO. If FCO is not available, use oil, and that oil can work wonders and even be applied directly to the eye. So let's talk about FCO. Fractionated coconut oil, besides being a carrier oil for other essential oils, it's also beneficial on its own. It has similar characteristics to an essential oil. It has the ability to pass through a cell like essential oils do, carrying further and deeper the benefits of essential oil themselves. The small molecules of fractionated coconut oil help drive the essential oil into the lipid layer of the cell rather than touching the receptors of the cell, which disrupt the signaling of the cell. Our immune systems are also supported by fractionated coconut oil. Fractionated coconut oil supports normal inflammatory responses. It's great for dry and troubled skin. And my favorite feature, it's basically this is odorless and colorless, and it's very easy to wash off the clothes if you spill some. So why plants? Why are we talking about plants? I'm going to quote Hippocrates here. Let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine shall be thy food. Plants serve as basically our food. Plants also have innumerable healing and health benefits. It goes to reason that plants serve an extremely significant role in the creation of our health by Dr. Stokes. Growing up, I was always exposed to plant medicine, either internally or externally, so I've learned to go to natural medicine first for any issue in my body. And essential oils are basically a missing link between yucky herbs that you have to drink and yucky pills that you have to take. So in a plant, essential oils perform many functions, and understanding those functions help us to understand how those essential oils can support our body. They regulate plant growth, they regulate plant metabolism, they function as a plant enzyme, and they build a plant's immune system. So when a plant is cut, it produces an oleogum resin, which initiates healing of the plant. It is an action that comes out in the form of a volatile oil, gum, or resin, and that substance is basically what oils are. Essential oils are smart. They absorb into the skin and body system quickly. They promote proper cell defense and integrity both inside and outside the cell. They ward off environmental and seasonal threats, while others promote healthy circulation and enhance your mood. So essential oils are extracted from plants, right? Many different parts of the plants. And it's good to know the place of harvest of essential oil, because it is very beneficial to understand what part of the body the essential oil will benefit. For example, when needing an oil for balance and stabilization, choose a root or rhizome oil. When needing an oil for supporting hormones, choose a seed oil. Flower oils are light and delicate, so choose those oils for clarity and focus. When we learn the part of the plant to the oils is harvested from, we can look at our body, parts of our bodies, and find connection to areas that the oils can benefit. So let's look quickly at the plant. We start with the flower, which is basically a reproductive organ. Citrus and berries, which are protection for the seeds. Then we have leaves with photosynthesis and oxygen exchange and transpiration. Twigs are a support system for leaves and flowers. They also transport water and mineral salts. Bark and wood are protection for the plant. Resin is also for the healing and restoration process. Seeds are part of the reproductive system. Roots absorb water and minerals and are grounding for the plant. So today we're going to highlight an oil from each category. In class, I recommend going and visiting us in class 8 because we're going to be talking about how the oils are extracted and the science behind extraction of oils and also blending of oils. And today we're going to be talking about what I mentioned before, individual part of plant and how those oils affect us. So let's start with citrus and berry oils. For those, we have bergamot, grapefruit, lemon, lime, wild orange, black pepper, and juniper berry. Those oils are categorized by cleansing, strengthening, invigorating, refreshing, uplifting, embracing, and energizing. So let's highlight one of those oils and let's talk about bergamot. Bergamot fruit is not edible because of the pulp is too sour. It's primarily cultivated for its essential oils. Caution, avoid sunlight within 36 hours of topical application because of photosynthesis, if I said it correctly. Bergamot soothes and rejuvenates the skin, reduces tension and stress, lessens sad and anxious feelings, and you can diffuse for a sense of self-confidence. Actually, bergamot is great also for sleeping. If you're not and calming and energizing in the same time. So if you have some anxious feeling before going to bed, bergamot is great to put on the pillow, and it's very soothing and calming too. The next category we have flower oils, and those we have clary sage, clove, helichrysum, jasmine, lavender, melissa, Roman chamomile, rose, rosemary, and ylang ylang. They're very light, airy. They give us energy, focus. They're very lifted, delicate, sparkling, fresh, and radiant. Most of those oils we know, but let's talk about helichrysum, which I've learned with time how to appreciate. It's not the nicest smelling oil, but it's definitely great for its benefit. It helps skin recover quickly. It's basically a bleed stopper. So if you have nosebleed or any kind of bleeding in your body, it's a very great support for that. It also promotes healthy liver function. It supports localized blood flow, and it can help to reduce the appearance of wrinkles, stretch marks, and scars. That's why this oil it's used in Immortelle, which is anti-aging blend. I use helichrysum for any cat boo-boo that you can imagine. It works. It supports it greatly. The next category, we have leaf oils, and we have basil, cilantro, eucalyptus, geranium, lemongrass, marjoram, melaleuca, oregano, patchouli, peppermint, spearmint, thyme, and wintergreen. They bring clarity. They're very pure, uplifting, and fresh. So let's talk about marjoram. I love to cook with marjoram. It actually is great for pork loin bake. If you want a recipe, hit me on the private and I will message and I will give you the recipe. It's very closely related to oregano and has similar properties. It also has respiratory and digestive, it supports respiratory and digestive issues. One to roast with honey for stomach complaints. It's valued for its calming properties and positive effect on the nervous system. It soothes tired and stressed muscles. It supports a healthy respiratory system and benefits the cardiovascular system. So when you have Charlie horses or your muscle spasm, I will recommend going to this oil for support. It has very warm, herbaceous, woody smell. All right, let's talk about twig oils. We have cypress and Siberian fir. They're very strengthening. Remember, they are support for the leaves and flowers. Clear, energizing, and active. And I would like to talk about Siberian fir today. Cypress is great for bruises. And I mean, if your child bumps their head and they have big old bruise or bump, this is great layered with correct X. But it's also great for if you have bedwetting, that kind of problem. But let's talk about Siberian fir. This is great oil. It smells like Christmas tree. I love that one. It provides soothing support to sore muscles and joints, energizes the body and the mind, evokes feelings of stability, energy, and empowerment, and helps the body relax. Try using 2 drops of Siberian fir and 4 drops of balance blend with 1 teaspoon of fractionated coconut oil for sore and overworked muscles and joints. It really, really works great. I use Siberian fir on my husband a lot because he works with his hands and he gets sore often. So that is great and smells divine. Bark and wood oils, it's the next category. And we have arbor-vitae, birch, cassia, cedarwood, cinnamon, and sandalwood. They are very warm, balancing, inspiring, and exotic. I use a lot arbor-vitae. Arbor-vitae supports temperature spikes. It's great. It's great. Also, I use it for my furniture. Because for my wood furniture, because arbor-vitae is a tree that doesn't have any insects because of its essential oil. So it's just great preservative and it's great repellent also. But let's talk about sandalwood. This is another great, wonderful smelling oil. It promotes healthy skin, reduces the appearance of skin imperfection. It's very grounding and uplifting. It's enhance the mood. Inhale or diffuse to lessen tension and balance emotions. It promotes relaxation and reduce stress. Sandalwood is much like frankincense with high levels of sesquiterpenes. Sandalwood promotes healthy, smooth skin, reduces appearance of blemishes, enhances mood, and is frequently used in meditation for its grounding and uplifting properties. I like to add sandalwood also to my hair because it leaves a great aroma all day. Rhizome and root oils. Wood. It's ginger and my favorite vetiver. Some people say it smells like dirt, but for me it smells like a very warm, woodsy smell, even though it's from the rhizome. So those oils are very earthly, grounding, stabilizing, and strengthening. It's centering, balancing. They give courage and depth and self-confidence. So vetiver has sweet, woody, caramel, smoky aroma. And after a day of standing, apply to feet as a part of soothing massage. It's very calming, grounding, and it puts me to sleep. It really does. I use vetiver and cedarwood in my diffuser to basically go to sleep, and works like a charm and smells divine. Before traveling for business, take 1-2 drops of vetiver with lemon in capsule for immune supporting properties as well. Funny story about vetiver. I was driving somewhere and I have a awesome doTERRA car diffuser that I put a little bit of vetiver and cedarwood there just because I just love the smell. And I was driving a long stretch and I'm thinking like, why am I so dreamy? And I'm like almost falling asleep, and I look at my diffuser. I was like, oh, you didn't think it through. I mean, it's great for home, but not for driving. So I pulled over and I switched water in my diffuser, and I pulled some peppermint and orange to pick me up and wake me up. So use it for your home diffuser, not for your car diffuser. The next category are resin oils. We have frankincense and myrrh. They support healthy inflammatory response. They support healthy immune system. They support our skin and calm emotions. Since frankincense is been talked about quite a bit, let's talk about myrrh. It's also from resin. It has hot, smoky, herbaceous, woody smell. It's fabulous for frankincense for skincare. It is in our anti-aging blend Immortelle. You can use it on the umbilical cord to help seal tissue and protect systems in the body. It has powerful cleansing properties for the mouth and throat. It's very soothing for the skin. And you can use it as effective mouth rinse if you would like to. You can definitely diffuse it to reduce tension. And it generally promotes emotional balance and well-being. All right, let's talk about seed oil. We have cardamom, coriander, and fennel. They support healthy liver function, provides hormone support, supports reproductive system, and provides digestive support. So let's talk about fennel. Fennel, it's, again, from seed steam distillation. It has a licorice, sweet honey smell. I actually really like that smell, and the taste too, because I love black licorice. Take it internally to promote healthy digestion. It helps with easing monthly menstrual cycles. It promotes healthy metabolic liver function and circulation. Of course, it's a great oil to help promote digestion, and you can take it internally or topically after big meal, of course, with a fractionated coconut oil for soothing abdominal massage. It might help to promote healthy metabolism, of course, liver function and circulation. You can take a drop of fennel in water to help fight sweet tooth cravings. It also might support help in healthy lungs, basically. It is very calming and soothing effect. So again, summarizing, essential oils are extracted from many different parts of the plant, and knowing the place of harvest is beneficial to understand what part of the body the oil will benefit. Like we said before, when needing an oil for balance and stabilization, choose root and rhizome oil. When needing an oil for support hormones, choose a seed oil. Flower oils are light and delicate, so choose this oil to clarity and focus. When learn the part of plant used to harvest the oil, we can look at our bodies and find the connection to areas which oils will benefit. All right, so now that you have an idea of the products you would like to start using, the smartest way to order them is through the loyalty reward program. This program basically rewards you for purchases you make each month, and I always recommend it for people that know that they would like to order the oils regularly. You don't have to place a big order. It can be one item a month to maintain the loyalty reward program and keep receiving points back towards the free oils in the future. And who doesn't like the free stuff, right? So the way the loyalty reward program works, you have to order every month at least one product for 1 point. As I said, with minimum value. When you order it below 50 points, you will maintain your loyalty reward program and get your points for shipping back. When you order 50 points or more, then you earn reward points and increase your reward points. So I'm talking about points. What points are? When you purchasing essential oils, basically 1 point equals $1. When you are purchasing supplements, for some of them, 1 point, it's a little bit less than $1. So let's say the vitamins are $70, but 60 points, right? But most of the products, 1 point is equal $1. most, not all, but most. So how the increase in the reward points work? When you signed for your loyalty reward program, you start with 10%, right? Plus full return on your shipping fees. Every third purchase of 50 points or more, your percentage or return increases. 1 to 3 months is 10%, 4 to 6 months is 15%, 7 to 9 months is 20%, and it caps at 30. When you purchase is 100 points or more, then you are eligible for commissions if you are interested in that. When you order it's 125 points or more a month, then you will receive a free product of the month. Those are pretty cool. And again, who doesn't want to have a free stuff? So let's say 1 month you know that you need to have a bigger order. See if your order comes to 125 points, and then purchase it before the 15th of the month, and then you're going to get a free product. But this is not necessary. You can keep ordering smaller products every month. Sorry. I personally take advantage of the loyalty reward program all the time. I get a lot of products for free, which is awesome and saves me a lot of money. And I'm also basically paid to use my oils at this point. So want to start getting oils free each month? At the top of the loyalty reward program, we have doTERRA offers spectacular business opportunity where based on your level of commitment and time, of course, time put in, you can earn your oils for free. You could earn additional income also to your household or completely replace your income for your household. What I love about business opportunities with doTERRA is something called residual income. And it worked perfectly at the time for me when I couldn't work, personal reasons, and I was still receiving income from doTERRA. There are very few and far in between places that can offer that kind of opportunity. So if you're interested in that opportunity, please talk to your the person who invited you to this class. I'll send you a link to the video. All right, this concludes our class for today. Next week, we'll be talking about daily vitality, and I really hope to see you then. Thank you, and have a blessed week.